Okay, so girl, it's too much going on. It's too much going on because as y'all can read from the title, I'm gonna be talking about my jazzy life. I'm sorry, my voice is a little hoarse because I'm just now getting over a cold. So excuse that. But I just wanted to come on here and give my thoughts and give my opinions on the live that my jazzy life. I think she did it last night. And not to mention she's going live right now. She's on there talking about last night she came on in her lingerie and I think her nipples were showing. The host and she's coming on talking about she's gonna do OnlyFans. And I'm thinking in my head, girl, you didn't really want on Chris that made you lose your marbles, honey. He done made you lose your marbles because I don't understand where she came up with this plan at. But then I noticed in some point in the live last night, she got to talking about how Teen Mom Farrah, how people were coming down on her because she had a child and, she was doing something at the same, I don't know if she was doing OnlyFans or she was doing porn or whatever. And I'm thinking in my head, how can you even compare yourself to that girl? First of all, you're not a teen mom. I don't know how old Farrah is now, but you were never a teen mom. Well, I don't think you were. You weren't on television. You didn't have the fan base. You didn't have. I mean, because Farrah was like a villain at some point. For people that didn't know, on Teen Moms, it was a bunch of teen moms that were 17, 16, and pregnant, and they were having shit. They was having their kids. I'm pretty sure y'all know about that. But she tried to compare herself to Farrah Abraham, I think that's what her name is. And I'm just thinking, girl, you and her are two different people. And just because somebody else is doing it don't mean you go to do it. It's like she already had, even regardless of the fact that she was a villain and people didn't like her, she had a lot of people that knew her. She was a celebrity, considered a reality show celebrity. So it's like, how do you, and so her coming out with something like that is already going to give her a leg up, a double leg up on a regular chick out here that just decided to do OnlyFans, you know? And not to mention, it's just like, why do something just because somebody, so it just gives me like, because I hear people say this all the time about my Jazzy life. They say she don't have her own mind and stuff like that. But that live last night and when she brought up Farrah, it made me really realize that what people were saying was true. That she does not have her own mind because it seems like to me after she went and looked up that video or whatever video or seen whatever she seen about Farrah, she said, well, let me go and do this same thing. And I don't think she really thought that through too much. She probably looked at that video and said, well, I'm going to do this. And 30 minutes later, she put on some lingerie and makeup and a wig and decided she thought she was going to go and hurt all the fans, girl. It's too much going on. And I'm looking at her like, you embarrassing the F out yourself. For real. You really are. And then, okay, so she's going live right now. I went on there and commented and I was just asking her like, what could you address, your views on how you feel like what you're doing is going to affect your children. She barely wanted to talk about it. And it was some other chick in the comments that was really trying to come for me because I was talking about something real. And she said I was being negative. I don't feel like I'm being negative. I was just trying to really figure out that because she was talking about all this stuff, OnlyFans, but she never once talked about, well, I have kids. I know, she never addressed that part. And then it's like, my Jazzy life, everybody knows she comes on here and complains about people pulling up to her house, about people calling CPS on her, about people doing all, why would you, that's just like opening Pandora box. That's just like adding a cherry on top of the sundae. Like you're putting more onto what's already going on in your life. People that you claim are stalking you or bothering you, making fun of you. Why would you do that? It's like, it trips me out. And then she said, well, I'm money hungry and I just feel like I just wanted to do something else. And I'm just like, I'm going to do OnlyFans and I'm going to secure that bag. But to me, I'm like, do something else? Your mind went from YouTube to OnlyFans. First of all, it's so much other social media. And I think that she even probably tried to pursue those other, social medias, but it just didn't work out for her. So I don't think that you have the branding skills to try to do something like that. You know, the branding skills to try to pull in a crowd. I just don't see it. I just don't really see it. And then the fact that you, like I said, with Farrah had men and women, and she had a whole bunch of different people watching her. But you primarily only have women watching you. You have a couple of men, but not enough to be able to start a brand or start something going over to OnlyFans. It's like, in my opinion, you're wasting your time, and then you're going to embarrass yourself in the end because you're putting these photos out here, and then people can snap it and then go to show it to other people. I'm not sure if you can really do that, but I'm like, it's ways to get around it. Even if you get on OnlyFans and, if the person they subscribe to your OnlyFans and then they pull up your pictures and videos, even if OnlyFans don't allow you to do it with your phone, somebody else can grab another phone or a camcorder or whatever and record it off of the phone and then repost it to social media, Twitter. You might not be able to put it on YouTube. There's ways around putting this stuff on YouTube too, but they can put it on Twitter. Like, you're not thinking about this. It's crazy. I just don't understand it. And that's all I was trying to say when I was commenting in my Jazzy Life's live. I wasn't trying to be negative. I was just, it's like, sometimes you can see when a train wreck is about to happen and it's already happening. It's like happening in slow motion with her. But sometimes, like that situation, I can already see that panning out, how it's going to pan out. It's going to be very embarrassing for you. It's going to be a problem. And don't come on here crying. Don't come on here talking about, well, I just wanted to make my money and people should stay in their own business. You can say whatever you want to say. You putting out this stuff, these people are going to be able to have opinions to it. They're going to be able to take your content, your photos of you in your lingerie, videos, whatever you're doing, whatever sexual acts you may be doing, and they're going to be able to do whatever they will with it. And you already cannot take what the people are already doing here now. So what do you think? How do you imagine that you're going to be able to take what they're going to do when you get on OnlyFans and you showing your body off and you doing what you're doing on OnlyFans? I'm confused.